Y'all ever needed a rope? Most of you don't tonight. But I was thinking about that old rope and thinking about things and the fear that's gripped all of us, or a lot of us. And it's funny, a rope, when you don't need it, it hangs right out there on a water tank. I don't even give it a second thought through the day. Really don't. But if I was out in the middle of a lake, and I've been there, I've been desperate, out of gas, and the storm's coming in, I don't care if it's a shoestring you throw to me, I'm going to grab onto it and hope for safety. The worth of a rope or a shoestring. Thought about this old garage. It's been here, as long as I can remember, so that makes it almost 50. I think it's been here longer than that. There's an old Pontiac that used to pull out of this thing every Sunday morning that I saw. Scanner at the store sounds just like the blinker that would turn on up there at the Woden Road and the Loop as we went over to church on Sunday morning with Mima and the family. At Estee Lauder, and White Rain was kicking in your nostrils in. Kind of wish face masks would have been in vogue then. No, I don't. But it reminded me of a time that was simpler. A time when a rope was cherished, even though I didn't know I needed it then. There was an old song that came on that I know well. I walked this place for the last 3 or 4 hours, and to be honest, I guess I'm a little different than most. You ever been hungry? I mean hungry. Broke hungry. So broke you can't even go get the 2 for $1 tacos that are fried to a crisp wherever. So you look in the cabinets, and we're past ramen noodle hungry. Past cutting a wiener up in a ramen noodle. I'm talking about so broke and so hungry that it's time to break into that quarter sack left of saltine crackers in the back that you know has penicillin on it. But you're in shape, and Friday and payday might be 6 days away, and you're just flat hungry at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe you're even a little bit despondent. Like, you know what? If the penicillin kills me, fine, but I'm not dying of hunger. And you eat it. Go back to bed. That's the type of hungry that sometimes it takes to look for that rope to help you. Some of y'all aren't there, and things are well here. I don't know that they've been any better. God's good. I'm blessed. My health's good. Got a good job. But it hit me like a wave this afternoon, and it wasn't a sad wave. It was a wave of gratitude. Understanding the worth of a rope. 1970, she went to visit her brother. His name was Eddie Luttrell, and he was dying. He had cancer. The doctor said he had just a few weeks to live. She sat by his bedside and read the Bible and prayed and pleaded with him to give his remaining hours and days to Christ. And he wanted to. It was his sister, and he respected it. But he told her, he said, of all the drugs I've done and the life I've lived, sis, you know, I've even been in jail and served time. I'm a wretch of a man. God doesn't want me, especially at this final hour when I can't do a thing for him. Yet she pleaded and prayed. A few weeks rocked on, and she'd been a songwriter for quite some time. And she'd been struggling with a song about grace. Couldn't finish it. After a visit with her brother, she sat down and she finished that song. She did. I listened to it at least 50 times today, not knowing the backstory, but remembering the memories of a snot-nosed kid in Huntsville, not understanding the worth of what was headed into my ears from them old black vinyl discs on that Magnavox. Story goes that she finished the song, she performed it, had a little singing down south. Got word that her brother had died. But even better news, the person on the phone, the family member, said, sis, he gave his life to Christ this morning. Y'all remember the song. I can hear my pawpaw bellowing it on a Sunday morning. Not here, but in Orange, Texas. And I think I listened to this course at least 50 times today. I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary, to view the cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous the grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond my faults and saw my need. Y'all know her as Dottie Rambo, and she really was able to be anointed and minister through song in so many of our lives. Remember, she died in a bus crash, didn't even know it, 2008, on the way back from a singing. The worth of a rope. You know, it's funny as we find our way, and maybe we're not eating them old moldy crackers, we forget the worth of a good steak or a bowl of Bluebell. Might need to remember that those are around us that they're not going to tell you, but all they got is moldy crackers, and they're looking for a little help. Maybe a rope, a shoestring, and hope. We might be the one to be able to throw that to them, huh? Got to lighten it up with these goats. They just will not attack that garden. They're content with an old loblolly pine that's hanging low in front of this chicken house. If they only knew the goodness that awaited that garden, be some good stuff to eat. I guess that's most of us. We're satisfied with eating an old loblolly pine when there's a lot of green stuff we could be feasting on. Thank goodness for grace. All right?